the
We're
officers?
environmental enforcement officers.
Yeah.
Take your details and report you to the environmental agency.
Welcome guys to a new episode of Lure Fishing TV. Thanks so much for tuning in, as per usual. I'm just retying my Carolina rig. We are out for some big perch today. We're not effing about. It's either big or blank. We're on a... The sun is just coming up and the house is there. It looks amazing. Guys, we're on a big river, which is just starting to flood a little bit. As expected, good bit of color in it, decent bit of flow. I'm really hoping this turned on the big perch. Haikagani Craw, 3-inch. I'm gonna pull that behind a fairly long 50 centimeter Carolina rig. 7-gram tungsten bullet. Get it down quick. Scrape the bottom. Do a few taps into the rod tip. Let it jump a little bit, and then this one just behind floating. And hopefully getting inhaled by an absolute monster stripey. Guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna have to repark the car in a bit. I'm gonna do maybe 4 or 5 more casts here. Quick coffee, repark the car. We'll come back here because this is my favorite spot here. And then we're just gonna go on the other side of that bridge that you can see. And well, let's see. Yeah.
When you pass the bridges, I have last 3 fish left.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really big fish in here. Yeah. They're just hard to catch.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. If you see them, it's, I mean, could have been anything really, but there's carp in here that you see quite often, bream, even mullet, which is they come from the sea, but they come all the way up here.
I got to work. Okay,
have fun. Cheers.
Enjoy your time.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. Cormorants literally fighting underwater, these two here. Fuck off. Fuck off. Alter. There it was. Good fish. It was on for a second. This particular fish won't come back because it was hooked, but it's likely that it's a group, of course. Damn. Instead of the croissant, can I actually have one of the ham and cheese? Is that all right? Yeah, I didn't see those, thank you. Delicious.
We're environmental enforcement officers.
Yeah.
So we would. Have you got a rod license?
Yes.
So there, obviously, we'd ask for your rod license.
Yeah.
Take your details and report you to the environmental agency.
Okay.
And then if they revoked your rod license or whatever, that's obviously
up to them. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. All right, guys. First spot done. A little bit of what I expected. Not a lot of bites. 1 tap, 1 slam, which I lost head on. Decent fish. This is kind of the conditions we're working with today. Bit of flow, bit of color, not a lot of slacks. So we are working for that 1 or 2 bites per spot. Little bit of a rant. Not a rant I usually. First thing when I came down, so I don't visit this river as much as I used to. Free stretch. Lots of public access. That's kind of my go-to. That's my perfect river and my perfect scenario. I like to fish wild stocks. I don't like to pay for my fishing. First thing when I come down, first light, a spot that I've been fishing for a decade. Normal public pathway, fenced off the water for no apparent reason. Just fences completely and no access signs. Then went to the next spot. Did my bits. Again, a spot which I've been fishing for over a decade. 3 people from the council come telling me you can't fish here. Never's been an issue. They were environmental enforcement officers from the council, so not from the EA. I very just politely and without any personal touch asked them what their powers are, why this is in place. Why it's in place they couldn't tell me. Their powers would be to report me to the EA. I am very well aware that the EA in this spot wouldn't do anything, because I've literally stood shoulder by shoulder with EA officers in that spot fishing and catching fish. Same with policemen. So yes, just this kind of making it hard for people just to get onto the bank on a free stretch of river. Fishing is really, really, really annoying me. Fishing shouldn't be an exclusive thing. It should be easy to do. It should be there for everyone. It should be free. And this is just making it harder and harder and harder and harder on one of the biggest rivers in the UK. Really, really annoying. Well guys, that took about 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as long as it was supposed to. That was a 5-minute drive, just became a 40-minute drive. Wait, that is 5. That is, don't even maths. We are now at a spot which I really, really like. This spot was always good for decent fish. 30 ups. Yeah, that's what we're talking. That for me is a decent fish. What do you guys, where do you go? Perch, decent, perch, chunk, perch, big, perch, very big, perch, monster. I'd say decent 30, chunk 35, big 40, very big 45, monster 45 up. Can we agree on that? Please, everyone, let me know in the comments. Do you agree with that extra? And obviously wasp is up to 20, and then between 20 and 30, it's a senior wasp. And someone, I think it was Adam, London Perch Finder, who's introduced that a few years back. Senior wasp, senior wasp, decent, chunk, big, very big, monster. What we're aiming for is big. I want a 40. I want a 40, guys. I want a 40. Right, guys. Nothing so far on the new spot, apart from brambles in my net. I do like the way it looks though. It is again powering through, and it's getting more as well. I think it must have rained somewhere upstream last night, but we have some micro slacks here, so obviously the Carolina to do like very kind of localized fishing is not fantastic. You kind of need a little bit of a retrieve to get those advantages of the Carolina going. But here it really is a few square meters where you kind of need to just get your lure in. The lure needs to work immediately. So I've just changed to a pegged Texas rig here with a 3.3 inch swing impact fat in pink to stand out in the murky water. Give that a go. There we go. Oh, on the drop. Oh. Bosh. Shakes his head. It's a perch, and I would say it might be a 30. Oh, inhaled it. Oh, look at that. Look at this absolute stunner. And there was a couple of cormorants up there, and they got him quite recently, unfortunately. Look at this. That's going towards 30. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Head swimmer Libero. Bosh. There we go. Stunning. Well guys, I think I located a few fish, or at least I know where there's a few fish about. I've had that one on the paddle tail, had a couple of bumps there as well. So I'm gonna go and fish that spot out with a bit slower kind of approach. See if there's anything bigger around. Willing to pick up this Molix Craw, which is a floating craw on a cheb head. It's not a lot happening down there, so I'm gonna just go with a straight J hook. Don't need any weedless Texas. Probably jinxing it now. There we go, 5 gram Tungsten Cheburashka with a straight J hook and a Molix Flex Craw. I think that looks pretty cute.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
There we go. Tiny fish, guys, but that was the first cast for this. Give him some time in the murky water. Well, tiny. It's a smaller fish. Look at this absolute stunner though. Stunning. Let's see if there's anything bigger down there. Yeah, similar. Oh, maybe a bit more. Best of the day actually. Pick it up right on the bottom. Oh, lovely fish. Right. Lovely. I thought this one is so pretty. That deserves a little crouch, guys. Look at that. And now we're going towards 35 or so, guys. Look at that. Absolute stunner. Picked it up. Perfect condition. Nice and strong. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my tripod broke, and yeah, I've got a very shitty alternative, which means I have to do this if I want to present anything to you on the main camera. Oh. Small fish, but that was the strongest bite of the day by far. Bang. Latest. Tapped it and then kind of left it, and then when I dragged it away, it was like, nope, you are mine. Hooked in the bottom lip. That doesn't happen very often. There we go. Oh. That feels heavy, at least like the last one. Not actually that big. Ugh. It's actually smaller. It's another better one, and definitely the strongest one. That's for sure. Look at that. Yeah, similar length, maybe a bit shorter. Chicken chihuahua, yes please, thank you. Nice. Guys, that's it for today. I'm just packing up, getting into the car. I've just lost my last, not my last, but I've just lost the Molix Craw Flex Craw, whatever, that TPR Craw, the floating one from Molix, which you can also find on our website. I'll pop a link below. That was the MVP today, we're not gonna lie. Did a bit of power fishing through that big slack there. Managed that one lovely fish on the paddle tail on the head swimmer Libero, link below. And then, yeah, realized there's some fish there. Put a bit of a slower craw, slower approach with the cheb head, with that tungsten cheb head and the craw through that same spot, and really picked up quite a few fish. I don't know how many I had in the end, but yeah, probably 7, 8 fish. Some of them kind of going 35-ish. What did we say 35 is? Chunk, yeah? We've had a couple of chunks, didn't we, today? Really lovely. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe, please. Lure Fishing TV out.